Okay, perfect. Okay, so I thought I'd just give you guys a couple new resources since this is really the first interactive meeting of the year for us. You all know who South Dakota specialty producers are because you're here. But in case you don't know, we have all these different um, resources and programs going on right now. So we have not only different chapter meetings such as this, which is with the Farmers Market Coalition, we also have different regenerative and organic programs supporting regenerative transitioning and organic transitioning farmers. We have an urban ag program, which is really diving into all this, like essentially all the specialty producers in South Dakota and figuring out what support we can give them, especially when connecting to NRCS. And we have the Specialty Crop Producer Support Program, which ties in really well with the urban ag. And with all of these, overall, we have loads of different directories. We have, the network just like this. We have different networking groups and different chapter groups. We have tons of resources online that I didn't know about, honestly, like how deep the resource space was until I worked here. So I would really recommend diving in and checking out those directories and those resources. And that really ties in well to our YouTube channel as well. Any event that we host online is recorded and posted to our YouTube. So there's just like a backlog of amazing resources that are specialty or especially honed to the South Dakota grower, which I think is kind of hard to find oftentimes. Oftentimes I'm looking online for resources as a grower myself, and I'm like, oh, there's not anything for, me in this exact zone or like in the context of South Dakota. So I found that to be really helpful. And we have tons of upcoming events as well. So just wanted to let you guys know. And then I thought it'd be helpful and kind of interesting to show you guys from our database. Um, this is what our map of our farmers markets looks like here in South Dakota. And this is to the best of our knowledge as specialty producers. So it's very possible that there's more farmers markets. It's also possible that some of the ones that we have logged no longer exist, but we've been trying to do a pretty active job getting these updated. If you go to our directory and you don't see yours listed, let us know and we'd love to get it up there. But I think it's kind of interesting to note that we have 48 known farmers markets in South Dakota, which in some ways is actually more than I thought there'd be. I think it's really honestly great that we have so many. But I also think it's important to realize many of the managers are volunteers. Very few of them are year round. And like I mentioned earlier, there's many more that exist, especially pop-up markets. Um, and that there's big gaps in this too. Like, right, we see that there's like an amazing plethora on the east side, kind of along that I-29 corridor, and quite a few along the I-90 corridor. But we kind of have gaps up here in the Northwest and North Central. And I just thought this was kind of interesting as South Dakotans to think about like where we're doing our part, and what ecosystem we're, working within. And then we had a survey for all of you guys got your uh, when we got your information for the farmers market directory. And the top three things that I saw from the survey on what challenges market managers are facing is vendor retention and consistency, getting fresh fruit and veg at the market, and increasing attendance. So as we think about farmers market meetings for the coming year, maybe we can think about, working on these three different issues. And I think increasing attendance can be addressed through hopefully some cool events at farmers markets. So today is hopefully thematic and helpful. Since I was there and I was already at looking at our directory, I just wanted to show you guys, here's our local producer map. It kind of coincides decently well with the farmers market one. You can see that the overlap's similar with maybe actually more producers up here that could use a few more farmers markets. Um, and note that our producers are not just food, it's also cut flowers, fibers, wax producers. There's many things that specialty producers might produce that we don't necessarily eat. Also, that we've identified 247 local producers, but the census data says otherwise, that there might be far more, but that sell direct to consumer. But it's kind of hard to parse out. Sometimes the census data can be a bit misleading on these questions. So these seem to be the active 250 or so producers. And just for fun, I threw in a few other maps just so you guys can see. I thought it was kind of interesting. And I also thought this was interesting to think about as we're thinking about the role of farmers markets and aggregators and just us as producers here in South Dakota. Um, this is the average distance to farmers market via census tract. So you can see that the dark areas are areas that's like quite a few miles to any given farmers market. And or any given grocery store, sorry, or supermarket. And so I think this is really interesting because I think we do have many farmers markets in South Dakota that live within areas that are dark red or dark orange. And so I think kudos to us as farmers markets. We're really trying to fill in some of the holes. And so I just thought that was kind of fun, kind of interesting to frame, you know, what's going on here in South Dakota right now and what information we have as specialty producers. And I kind of want to move on to talking about farmers market events, and I'm keeping this super short so we can get chatting. But when I've been thinking about what types of farmers market events are out there, I've really come to realize there's maybe five different buckets. There's the reoccurring programs, and some people might call these events, some people might call these just, yeah, like reoccurring programs, little activities that you might do. But I think these really end up bringing quite a few people in. So different things like that are customer loyalty programs, recipe cards, featured vendors, kid stations. I read an interesting report recently that said they tracked recipe cards if like a vendor created a recipe card that was just like very simple, very catchy. Um, and the sales of a product that they had featured on a recipe card increased by 20%. Like that product's sales increased by 20% by just having a recipe card at their booth, which is kind of a cool tip and trick. Um, and then I think there's, the fun events, and that's when I think about events at the farmers market, I think I fall into this camp immediately. My brain does at least. So, harvest festivals, live music, entertainers, just fun, goofy themed days, like bring your dog to the farmers market days, things like that. But also there's really great active events. I know the Farmers Market has yoga classes. It used to be every other week, and now it sounds like they're going to every week. Also having like 5Ks, different goofy relays at your farmers market, etc. Also educational events. Again, I'm leaning on Brookings because Brookings is where I'm from and what I know, but Brookings had an amazing pollinator day last year that really actually brought quite a few people in for that event. And it was educational, but also brought in new buyers. And that's kind of a win-win in both ways. I think Gwen has mentioned that she's done a fiber themed day at the Black Hills Farmers Market. That's gone really well. And I've heard really great things about cooking demos as well. And then some really cool examples of more giving oriented events that I've seen is food donation days, blood drives, and free health screening days, like partnering with your local hospital or a healthcare system for that. So just kind of getting us in the mind of all the different events that exist out there. Um, I want to discuss what people have done within these events or within these different buckets of events. But I also put a few other discussion topics for us just to get us kicked off. And since we're kind of a small group, I figured we don't really need to break out into sessions. I think we can all chat together. So I have this list of discussion questions. I'm going to stop sharing my screen so we can see each other, but I'll put them in the chat so everyone can still see this list. But the first question I have is, of these five different buckets of farmers market events, what types of events do you guys do the most? And what do you enjoy doing the most? Like what has worked for you?